This journey, this solitary trek we embark upon from the first breath to the last, is often characterized by a whisper, a persistent nagging question that echoes in the silent chambers of our soul, demanding an answer. What am I truly meant to do? It's the yearning for meaning, for a tapestry woven not from the threads of mere existence, but from the vibrant, indelible colors of purpose. We see it in the eyes of the young, brimming with unbridled idealism, and in the lines etched on the faces of the old, often tinged with the bittersweet regret of paths untaken. This isn't about a career, though a career can be a vehicle. It's not about a title, though a title might follow. This is about an alignment, a synchronization of your deepest desires with your highest contribution. It is the quest for what Napoleon Hill, in his profound wisdom, might have called your definite chief aim, your burning desire elevated to a divine mandate. Think of it. Before the incandescent glow of the light bulb banished the shadows, Edison toiled in relentless obscurity. Before the sprawling empire of steel, Carnegie was a penniless immigrant. Before the magical kingdoms of imagination, Disney faced bankruptcy and rejection. What fueled their unwavering resolve? What ignited their spirit in the face of insurmountable odds? It was not merely ambition, for ambition alone is a fleeting flame. It was the unwavering conviction that they were born for something more, something specific, something utterly unique to their being. They had, perhaps without conscious articulation, found their true calling. But how do we find it in a world saturated with distraction, a cacophony of competing voices telling us who to be, what to buy, and what to achieve? How do we discern the signal from the noise, the authentic inner voice from the manufactured desires of external influence? The journey begins not with outward searching, but with an inward excavation. It demands a stillness, a profound silence in which the whispers of the soul can finally be heard above the clamor of the world. It begins with the audacious belief that within each of us lies an untapped reservoir of genius, a dormant potential waiting to be awakened. This is not some esoteric concept confined to the meditations of sages or the pronouncements of gurus. This is practical philosophy, actionable wisdom forged in the crucible of human experience. It is the realization that your mind, the very seat of your consciousness, is not merely a passive receiver of information, but a powerful, creative engine. The first step on this blueprint, then, is the cultivation of a definitive mindset, not merely a positive attitude, for optimism without substance is like a ship without a rudder. We speak of a master mind, a mind that understands its own power, its capacity to shape reality, a mind that recognizes the profound truth that thoughts are things and that every material manifestation, every tangible achievement began as an intangible idea. Consider Abraham Lincoln, burdened by the weight of a fracturing nation, facing an internal conflict that threatened to tear him apart. What sustained him through the darkest hours of the Civil War? It was his unshakable belief in the Union, a mental resolve forged in the crucible of his conviction. He understood that before he could lead a nation, he had to lead himself, to master his own internal landscape. This mastery begins with intention. What do you really want? Not what you think you should want, not what society dictates, not what your family expects. Peel back the layers of conditioning, the veneers of expectation, and confront the raw, unvarnished truth of your deepest desires. This requires courage, for often our true desires lie buried beneath years of self-doubt and fear of judgment. Write it down, articulate it with clarity and precision. A vague yearning is like a faint signal lost in the static. A definite desire, however, is a beacon, illuminating the path forward. This clarity is not born in a single moment of epiphany, but through a persistent, iterative process of introspection and refinement. It's a dialogue with your inner self, a questioning, a probing, until the answers resonate with an undeniable truth. This is the bedrock upon which all subsequent action will be built. Without it, you are a ship adrift, tossed by the currents of circumstance, never reaching a destination. Once the intention is set, once the desire is articulated with unflinching clarity, the next crucial element unfurls, unwavering belief. This is where many falter, where dreams dissolve into the dust of doubt. It's one thing to say you want something. It's an entirely different realm to believe, with every fiber of your being, that it is not only possible, but inevitable. This belief is not a passive hope, but an active, energetic force. It's the conviction that transcends logical reasoning, that defies the limitations of current reality. Think of Henry Ford, scoffed at by many for his vision of the assembly line. He didn't just hope it would work. He knew it would. His belief was so potent, so absolute, that it bent reality to its will. This belief is not blind optimism. It is an intelligent, informed conviction, rooted in the understanding of universal principles. It's knowing that the universe conspires to support a burning desire, provided that desire is accompanied by an equivalent intensity of faith. This belief system isn't something you acquire like a new skill. It's something you cultivate day by day, thought by thought. It's a deliberate choice to reject the pervasive narratives of limitation and embrace the boundless possibilities that lie within you. It means confronting your fears, not with brute force, but with the gentle, persistent light of reason and self-compassion. For fear at its core is merely a belief in the negative, a projection of potential failure. To dismantle fear, you must replace that negative belief with a positive, empowering one. This is where affirmations, not as hollow repetitions, but as profound declarations of truth, come into play. Speak your desires into existence. See them, feel them, taste them. Immerse yourself in the reality of your future self, the self who has already achieved their calling. This powerful interplay of clarity and belief then gives rise to vision, not just a hazy idea, but a vivid, detailed, multisensory mental picture of your desired future. This is the blueprint for your imagination, the architectural rendering of your potential. Walt Disney didn't just dream of a theme park. He saw every detail, every character, every smile, every child's awe-filled gasp. He saw it so clearly in his mind that it became more real to him than the obstacles in his path. Your vision should be so compelling, so emotionally charged, that it pulls you forward with an irresistible force. It's the North Star that guides your actions, the magnetic pull that aligns your efforts. It should be a constant source of inspiration, a wellspring of motivation that never runs dry. To truly anchor this vision, you must engage all your senses. What does it look like? What does it feel like to live within that vision? What sounds are present? What emotions does it evoke? The more detailed and immersive your mental rehearsal, the more powerfully it imprints itself on your subconscious mind, transforming mere possibility into undeniable reality. This mental visualization is not a passive daydream. It is an active, creative act of future building. It is the architect's drawing before the first brick is laid, the composer's score before the first note is played. It is the silent, internal creation that precedes all external manifestation. This is the power of the subconscious mind, a vast, untapped resource capable of translating your deepest desires into tangible form. It does not differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. Feed it with the rich imagery of your calling, and it will tirelessly work to bring that imagery to life. And from this crystal clear vision emerges your purpose. This is not merely an aspiration. It is the fundamental reason why you exist, the unique contribution you are here to make. It is the intersection of your talents, your passions, and the needs of the world. Think of Florence Nightingale, not just as a nurse, but as a revolutionary who redefined healthcare, driven by an unwavering purpose to alleviate suffering. Or Martin Luther King Jr., not just as a civil rights leader, but as a prophet of justice, fueled by an undeniable moral imperative. Your purpose is your ultimate compass, guiding your decisions, informing your actions, and providing an unshakable foundation in the face of adversity. When you are aligned with your purpose, every step, every challenge, every setback becomes a part of a larger, more meaningful narrative. This purpose must transcend mere self-interest. While personal fulfillment is a natural byproduct of living your calling, true purpose almost always involves serving something greater than yourself. It's about leaving a legacy, making a positive impact, contributing to the collective good. This outward focus amplifies your power, connecting you to a universal energy that transcends individual limitations. It's the difference between merely making a living and truly making a life. When your purpose is clear, it imbues your daily actions with profound meaning, transforming mundane tasks into purposeful steps on an extraordinary journey. It's the invisible hand that guides you, the inner voice that whispers encouragement when the path becomes arduous. Without purpose, even the most impressive achievements can feel hollow, a series of empty victories. With it, even the smallest act becomes imbued with significance. Now, with clarity, belief, vision, and purpose firmly established, we arrive at the uncompromising demand for discipline. This is where the rubber meets the road, where the ethereal realm of thought descends into the tangible arena of action. Discipline is not a punishment. It is the liberating force that translates intention into reality. It is the unwavering commitment to your vision, even when motivation wanes, even when resistance rears its formidable head. It is the daily practice, the consistent effort, the relentless pursuit of excellence in the face of distraction and inertia. Consider Michael Jordan, not just a gifted athlete, but a paragon of discipline. His legendary work ethic, his countless hours in the gym, his relentless pursuit of perfection, these were the hallmarks of a man driven by an unshakable purpose and the discipline to actualize it. This discipline manifests as habit. The cumulative power of small, consistent actions performed day in and day out can achieve monumental results. It's the difference between a fleeting inspiration and a sustained trajectory of progress. Identify the habits that serve your calling, the routines that align with your vision, and cultivate them with unwavering commitment. Conversely, identify the habits that sabotage your progress, the distractions that pull you away from your purpose, and systematically eliminate them. This requires self-awareness, honesty, and a willingness to confront your own weaknesses. It's about building a robust internal infrastructure, a system of unwavering commitment that supports your ultimate aim. This is not about rigid adherence to a draconian schedule, but about intelligent, deliberate choices that move you closer to your desired outcome. It is the freedom that comes from conscious self-mastery, the liberation of knowing you are the master of your own destiny, not a slave to impulse or circumstance. And from discipline flows action, not merely busy work, but intelligent, purposeful action, aligned with your definite chief aim. This is the bridge between the inner world of thought and the outer world of manifestation. Ideas, no matter how brilliant, remain dormant until activated by intelligent, persistent action. This requires courage, for action inevitably brings forth challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. It is the willingness to step into the unknown, to embrace discomfort, and to learn from every experience. Thomas Edison, in his quest for the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed 0 times. I've successfully found 0 ways that will not work." His actions, despite repeated setbacks, were not failures, but iterative steps toward his ultimate success. The key to effective action lies in iteration and adaptation. Don't wait for perfection. Take imperfect action, learn from the feedback, and refine your approach. The path to your true calling is rarely a straight line. It is a winding journey filled with twists and turns, detours and breakthroughs. Embrace the process of learning, adjusting, and continually moving forward. This is the essence of what Hill referred to as persistence, an indomitable will to continue in the face of all opposition. It's the understanding that every setback is merely a setup for a comeback. Every closed door an opportunity to discover a new entrance. The world rewards action, not intention. It responds to effort, not aspiration. Your dreams will remain ethereal until you ground them in the tangible reality of consistent, intelligent effort. This is the crucible where conviction is tested and refined, where belief transforms into undeniable evidence. As you embark on this journey of purposeful action, another vital element emerges: gratitude. It might seem counterintuitive to focus on gratitude when you are striving for something yet to be realized. But gratitude is not merely a polite acknowledgement of what you have received. It is a powerful magnet for abundance, a profound amplifier of positive energy. When you approach your journey with a heart overflowing with gratitude for what is, for the lessons learned, for the opportunities presented, you create a vibrational resonance that attracts more of what you desire. Think of it as a feedback loop. The more grateful you are for the journey, the more the journey reveals its gifts. It's acknowledging the blessings in the process, even the challenges, recognizing that each experience is a stepping stone to your ultimate destination. Gratitude shifts your perspective from lack to abundance, from scarcity to possibility. It allows you to appreciate the small victories, the incremental progress, and the unwavering support that often goes unnoticed. It cultivates a mindset of positive expectation, a deep-seated knowing that the universe is conspiring in your favor. This is not about complacency, but about cultivation. It's about tending to the fertile ground of your mind, ensuring that the seeds of your dreams are nourished by the life-giving waters of appreciation. It's the silent acknowledgement that every obstacle overcome has made you stronger, every lesson learned has made you wiser, and every step taken, no matter how small, has brought you closer to the full manifestation of your true calling. This profound sense of thankfulness is not a passive emotion, but an active, creative force that propels you forward with renewed vigor and unwavering optimism. In this ever-accelerating world, where change is the only constant, the ability to adapt is paramount. Thus, adaptability becomes an indispensable component of your blueprint. The path to your true calling is not a static roadmap, but a dynamic, evolving landscape. What worked yesterday may not work today, and what is true today may be obsolete tomorrow. Consider figures like Steve Jobs, who, after being ousted from Apple, returned with a renewed vision and an unparalleled ability to pivot, leading the company to unprecedented heights. His journey was a testament to the power of learning from setbacks and transforming adversity into opportunity. Adaptability is not about abandoning your vision. It's about finding new and innovative ways to achieve it in the face of unforeseen circumstances. It's the agility to navigate around obstacles, the flexibility to adjust your sails when the winds shift, and the ingenuity to discover new pathways when familiar ones are blocked. This requires an openness to new ideas, a willingness to challenge your own assumptions, and a courageous embrace of uncertainty. It's about being a student of life, constantly learning, constantly evolving. It's the antithesis of rigidity, which can lead to stagnation and irrelevance. The world is a vast laboratory, constantly presenting new data, new challenges, new opportunities. The ability to observe, interpret, and respond effectively to these changes is a hallmark of those who not only find their calling, but thrive within it. It's a continuous process of self-correction, a willingness to iterate and refine your approach based on the ever-changing landscape of your journey. This mental elasticity allows you to transcend the limitations of current reality and embrace the limitless possibilities of the future. Hand in hand with adaptability is resilience. The journey to your true calling is not without its trials, its moments of profound doubt, its dark nights of the soul. Resilience is the unwavering ability to bounce back from adversity, to learn from setbacks, and to emerge stronger from the fires of challenge. It is the unshakable inner core that refuses to be broken, the spirit that rises again and again, no matter how many times it is knocked down. Think of Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for decades, yet emerging with an unbroken spirit, his vision for a free South Africa undimmed. His resilience was not merely endurance, but a profound commitment to his purpose that transcended even the most brutal oppression. It is the inner grit, the unwavering determination that fuels your persistence when all seems lost. Resilience is cultivated not in comfort, but in struggle. It is forged in the crucible of challenge, refined by the heat of adversity. Each setback, each failure, each moment of doubt becomes an opportunity to strengthen your resolve, to deepen your understanding, and to reinforce your unwavering commitment to your ultimate aim. It's the understanding that failure is not the opposite of success, but a crucial stepping stone on the path to it. It's the ability to extract the lessons from every experience, to transform wounds into wisdom, and to transmute pain into power. This inner fortitude is your shield against the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, your unwavering anchor in the turbulent seas of life. It's the silent promise you make to yourself that no matter what, you will never give up on your calling, on your profound reason for being. And what feeds both adaptability and resilience, what continuously refines your purpose and strengthens your vision is learning. The world is constantly evolving, knowledge is expanding exponentially, and your true calling will demand that you remain a perpetual student. This is not about formal education, though that can be a part of it. This is about a lifelong commitment to growth, to expanding your understanding, to acquiring new skills, and to embracing new perspectives. Consider Leonardo da Vinci, a polymath whose insatiable curiosity led him to explore art, science, engineering, and countless other fields. His genius was not a static gift, but a dynamic process of continuous learning and exploration. Your calling will reveal new frontiers, new challenges, and new opportunities that demand an ever-expanding knowledge base. This commitment to learning is active and deliberate. It involves reading widely, listening attentively, observing keenly, and engaging in continuous self-reflection. It's about seeking out mentors, those who have walked the path before you, and absorbing their wisdom. It's about embracing curiosity, asking questions, and never settling for superficial understanding. It's about challenging your own mental models, breaking free from limiting beliefs, and cultivating a mind that is open to endless possibilities. This continuous intellectual and personal growth is not merely a means to an end. It is an integral part of the journey itself, enriching your experience and deepening your capacity to make a meaningful impact. The more you learn, the more you grow. The more you grow, the more capable you become of fulfilling the immense potential that resides within you. This continuous expansion of knowledge is not merely about acquiring facts, but about cultivating wisdom, about discerning patterns, and about understanding the profound interconnectedness of all things. It is the fuel that powers your adaptability, the insights that refine your resilience, and the ever-present light that illuminates the path forward. And as you integrate each of these profound principles into the very fabric of your being, as you forge your mindset, cultivate your belief, clarify your vision, define your purpose, embrace discipline, take intelligent action, practice gratitude, embody adaptability, strengthen your resilience, and commit to lifelong learning, something extraordinary begins to happen. You don't just find your true calling, you become it. It ceases to be an external destination and transforms into an internal state of being. You become the embodiment of your purpose, the living manifestation of your vision. This is not a destination. It is a continuous unfolding, a dynamic dance with the universe. It is the profound realization that your potential is limitless, that the only true boundaries are those you erect in your own mind. It is the awakening to the truth that you are not merely a product of your circumstances, but the architect of your destiny, the sculptor of your soul. Your true calling is not a distant peak to be conquered, but the very ground you stand upon, the air you breathe, the beat of your own heart. It is the symphony of your unique talents, passions, and contributions playing out in perfect harmony with the grand design of existence. So, step into this profound reality. Embrace the discomfort of growth, the exhilaration of discovery, and the unwavering conviction that your life is a masterpiece waiting to be unveiled. The blueprint is now etched within your very being, a timeless guide from the heart of Napoleon Hill's wisdom, modernized for the relentless pace of today. Do not merely exist, live. Do not merely dream, do. Unleash the colossal power that lies dormant within you. The world awaits your unique contribution, your singular brilliance. Go forth with unwavering faith and intelligent action, and illuminate the path for generations to come. For your true calling is not merely about you. It is about the profound impact you are destined to make on the fabric of humanity. It is time to awaken. It is time to create. It is time to become. The journey has just begun. Your mind, this incredible instrument of creation, is not merely a recorder of events, but a projector of possibilities. Every thought you entertain, every emotion you harbor is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious. And like any garden, what you cultivate determines your harvest. If you sow seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation, you will reap a bitter yield. But if you plant the vibrant, potent seeds of definite purpose, unwavering belief, and persistent action, your life will blossom into a magnificent tapestry of achievement. This isn't abstract philosophy. It's the fundamental law of cause and effect, as immutable as gravity. It's the universal principle that underpins all success, all transformation, all true fulfillment. Consider the very nature of desire. It is often misunderstood, seen as mere longing or wishful thinking. But true desire, the kind that fuels a calling, is a potent, magnetic force. It's an internal fire, an insistent yearning that refuses to be extinguished. Think of the Wright brothers gazing at the birds, feeling an undeniable urge to defy gravity, to take to the skies. Their desire wasn't a passing fancy. It was a burning obsession, a consuming passion that propelled them through countless failures and societal skepticism. This is the quality of desire, that you must cultivate a desire so intense, so vivid, that it consumes every fiber of your being, leaving no room for doubt or compromise. This intense desire is the starting point of all achievement. It's the emotional fuel that ignites the engine of your will, but it must be channeled, directed, and focused. A diffuse desire is like scattered light. It illuminates nothing. A concentrated desire, however, is like a laser beam cutting through obstacles and illuminating the path to its realization. This concentration requires a deliberate act of will, a conscious decision to focus your mental energy on your primary aim, relentlessly, persistently, until it materializes in the physical world. It's the mastery of your attention, the refusal to allow external distractions or internal doubts to derail your focus. The disciplined application of this concentrated desire then leads to the cultivation of specialized knowledge. Your true calling will demand that you become an expert in your chosen field, not a generalist with a superficial understanding. This is not about collecting degrees for their own sake, but about acquiring the precise, practical knowledge necessary to execute your vision. Think of Bill Gates, not merely a visionary, but a relentless student of software and technology, immersing himself in every detail, understanding the intricate workings of his chosen domain. He didn't just have a dream. He acquired the specialized knowledge to build the empire that brought that dream to life. This specialized knowledge is rarely found in a single place. It's accumulated through diligent research, direct experience, mentorship, and continuous learning. It's the process of becoming a master of your craft, not just a casual observer. It requires the humility to acknowledge what you don't know and the tenacity to seek out the answers. It means immersing yourself in the literature, experimenting relentlessly, and learning from every success and every setback. This is where dedication transforms into expertise, where passion evolves into mastery. It's a perpetual journey of expanding your intellectual and practical horizons, ensuring that your capabilities are always aligned with the ever-growing demands of your calling. Without specialized knowledge, even the most burning desire remains an unrealized potential, a mere whisper in the wind. As you delve deeper into your calling, you will discover an undeniable truth. No lasting achievement of significance is ever accomplished in isolation. This leads us to one of Napoleon Hill's most profound concepts, the Mastermind Alliance. This is not merely a group of smart people. It is a synergistic union of minds, two or more individuals coordinating their knowledge and effort in a spirit of perfect harmony for the attainment of a definite purpose. Think of the collaboration between Henry Ford and his engineers, or the creative partnership between Walt Disney and his animators. These were not simply teams. They were mastermind groups, each member bringing unique strengths, perspectives, and energies, amplifying the collective potential exponentially. The power of the mastermind lies in its ability to multiply intelligence, to generate ideas that no single mind could conceive alone, and to provide a collective shield against doubt and fear. When you surround yourself with individuals who share your vision, who believe in your potential, and who are committed to a common goal, you create an environment of unparalleled support and acceleration. This alliance becomes a sounding board for your ideas, a source of constructive criticism, and a wellspring of encouragement when the path becomes arduous. It's the combined brain power, the collective wisdom, and the shared conviction that propels you beyond your individual limitations. But the mastermind is not merely about accumulating intelligence, it's about the harmonious coordination of that intelligence. Disagreement and friction within a group can be destructive. True mastermind alliances are built on mutual respect, trust, and a shared commitment to the ultimate objective. Each member must be willing to put the collective goal above individual ego, to contribute their unique talents without reservation, and to support one another through thick and thin. This synergy creates an energy that transcends the sum of its individual parts, a force that can overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. It's the invisible hand that lifts you higher, the collective wisdom that guides your steps, and the shared purpose that binds you together in an unbreakable bond. Your mind possesses a faculty more powerful than any tool ever invented, the creative imagination. This is the workshop of the soul, the divine faculty through which you can conceive new ideas, formulate plans, and bring into existence that which has never been before. Think of Leonardo da Vinci, not merely an artist, but a visionary who imagined flying machines centuries before they became reality. His mind was a boundless canvas, constantly conceiving, constantly innovating. Your true calling will demand that you tap into this innate power to move beyond merely reacting to circumstances and begin actively shaping your reality. This creative imagination is not a passive daydreaming. It is an active, deliberate process of mental construction. It involves the ability to synthesize existing ideas into new forms, to envision solutions to problems that seem intractable, and to conceive of possibilities that defy current limitations. It is the birthplace of innovation, the wellspring of originality, and like any muscle, it strengthens with use. The more you consciously engage your imagination, the more fertile and productive it becomes. It's about asking, what if? And then daring to pursue the answers no matter how unconventional they may seem. To fully unleash your creative imagination, you must cultivate an environment of mental freedom. Release yourself from the shackles of conventional thinking, from the tyranny of how it's always been done. Allow your mind to wander, to connect seemingly disparate ideas, to explore uncharted territories of thought. This often involves periods of solitude, of quiet reflection, where the noise of the external world can be silenced, allowing the subtle whispers of intuition and inspiration to emerge. It's in these moments of profound stillness that breakthroughs often occur, where the veil between the known and the unknown thins, and new possibilities reveal themselves. This is the genesis of all true originality, the silent act of creation that precedes all outward manifestation. Ideas, no matter how brilliant, remain ethereal until they are translated into concrete, organized plans. This is where the power of organized planning comes into play. Your true calling demands not just inspiration, but meticulous execution. Think of the intricate blueprints of a skyscraper or the detailed choreography of a symphony. Every element is carefully considered, every step meticulously planned to ensure the successful realization of the grand vision. Without a plan, even the most passionate pursuit can devolve into aimless wandering. This planning is not a one-time event. It is a continuous, iterative process. It involves setting specific, measurable goals, breaking down large objectives into smaller, manageable tasks, and establishing clear timelines and responsibility. It requires a pragmatic assessment of resources, a realistic understanding of challenges, and a strategic approach to overcoming obstacles. It's about transforming your grand vision into a series of actionable steps, a clear roadmap that guides your daily efforts. This is where the abstract becomes concrete, where intention transforms into systematic action. Furthermore, flexibility within your plan is crucial. While a definite plan is essential, rigidity can be a fatal flaw. The world is dynamic, and unforeseen circumstances will inevitably arise. Your plan must be a living document, subject to continuous review and adaptation based on feedback from the real world. This doesn't mean abandoning your definite purpose, but rather finding new, more effective pathways to achieve it. It's the ability to pivot, to adjust your tactics without compromising your ultimate strategy. This intelligent adaptability ensures that your efforts remain aligned with reality, allowing you to navigate challenges with grace and seize opportunities as they emerge. It is the disciplined execution of your vision, combined with the wisdom to adjust your course, that ultimately leads to triumph. Throughout history, the greatest leaders and achievers have been individuals of swift and definite decision. This is where the power of decision manifests itself as a cornerstone of your true calling. Indecision is a silent killer of dreams, a corrosive force that erodes confidence and paralyzes action. Think of George Washington. Faced with impossible odds during the Revolutionary War, making bold and often unpopular decisions that ultimately secured the nation's independence, his unwavering resolve, his definitive choices, were the bedrock of his leadership. The ability to make swift and firm decisions is a hallmark of leadership and self-mastery. It stems from a clear understanding of your purpose, a strong conviction in your vision, and a willingness to accept responsibility for the outcome. Once you have gathered sufficient information and deliberated thoughtfully, you must have the courage to commit, to draw a line in the sand, and to move forward without looking back. Hesitation breeds doubt, and doubt breeds inaction. The greatest opportunities often vanish in the face of indecision. This doesn't mean being reckless or impulsive. It means being decisive after careful consideration, and then sticking to your decision with unwavering resolve until it has been given every chance to succeed. It's the understanding that every decision you make is a step on your journey, shaping your destiny, defining who you are becoming. The cumulative effect of thousands of small, definite decisions, all aligned with your true calling, creates an unstoppable momentum. Conversely, a lifetime of indecision leads to a life of regret, a landscape littered with abandoned dreams and unfulfilled potential. Embrace the power of your choices, for they are the very levers by which you move the world. The journey to your true calling will test your resolve, challenge your limits, and push you to the brink of surrender. It is here that persistence emerges as the indomitable force that separates the dreamers from the doers, the aspirational from the achieved. Persistence is not merely stubbornness. It is an unwavering commitment to your definite purpose, sustained by an unshakable belief in its ultimate realization, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Think of J.K. Rowling, facing rejection after rejection for Harry Potter, yet persisting with unyielding faith in her story. Her persistence was not an option. It was the essential key that unlocked her unparalleled success. Persistence is fueled by a burning desire, reinforced by a clear vision, and maintained by a disciplined will. It's the refusal to accept temporary defeat as a permanent failure, the courage to rise again and again, no matter how many times you are knocked down. It's the understanding that every setback is a valuable lesson, every obstacle an opportunity for growth, and every challenge a chance to strengthen your resolve. The path to mastery is paved with the remnants of those who gave up too soon. To cultivate persistence, you must consciously choose to transform temporary failures into valuable learning experiences. Analyze what went wrong, extract the lessons, and adjust your approach. Do not dwell on the past, but leverage it as a springboard for future success. Surround yourself with individuals who embody persistence, who inspire you to push beyond your perceived limitations. And remember, every small victory, every incremental step forward reinforces your belief in your own capacity to endure and ultimately triumph. Persistence is the acid test of your commitment, the crucible in which true character is forged, and the ultimate guarantor of your success in fulfilling your deepest purpose. It is the unwavering truth that the only true failure is giving up. Beneath the surface of your conscious thoughts lies a vast and powerful realm, the subconscious mind. This is the engine room of your being, the silent partner that tirelessly works to translate your dominant thoughts, emotions, and beliefs into reality. It does not differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It simply accepts the instructions you feed it and diligently works to manifest them. Think of it as a limitless supercomputer, capable of processing information and orchestrating circumstances far beyond the reach of your conscious awareness. Your true calling will begin to manifest with increasing speed and synchronicity once you learn to consciously program this subconscious mind. This is achieved through the power of autosuggestion, through the consistent repetition of your definite purpose, your vivid vision, and your unwavering belief. When you speak your desires into existence, when you visualize their fulfillment with intense emotion, you are sending powerful commands to this inner giant. It then begins to align circumstances, to open doors, and to attract the people and resources necessary to bring your desires into fruition. This is why clarity of purpose and unwavering belief are so crucial. They are the precise instructions you give to your subconscious. This powerful faculty is not something to be controlled through brute force, but cultivated through gentle, persistent focus. It responds best to positive affirmations, to emotionally charged visualization, and to a deep sense of conviction. Avoid feeding it with fear, doubt, or negative self-talk, for it will manifest those as readily as it manifests your highest aspirations. The subconscious mind is a loyal servant, but it is indiscriminate. Ensure that you are feeding it with the raw materials of success, the vibrant energy of your true calling. By mastering this internal alchemy, by aligning your conscious desires with the boundless power of your subconscious, you unlock a force that can transform the impossible into the inevitable. Beyond the 5 physical senses lies a faculty that few truly cultivate, yet it is often the most profound guide to your true calling. The 6th sense, or intuition. This is the faculty through which ideas, insights, and inspirations are communicated directly to your mind, often without the aid of conscious thought or logical reasoning. It is the quiet whisper of guidance, the sudden flash of insight, the undeniable feeling that points you in the right direction when all other avenues seem obscured. Think of moments when brilliant ideas seem to simply pop into your head, or when you had an inexplicable gut feeling about a situation. These were glimpses of your 6th sense at work. Cultivating this faculty requires a profound sense of self-awareness, a willingness to trust your inner voice, and a conscious effort to quiet the incessant chatter of the rational mind. It's about creating space for inspiration to flow, about learning to recognize the subtle nudges and profound insights that originate from a deeper intelligence. This is where meditation, mindfulness, and periods of quiet reflection become invaluable tools. When you are truly aligned with your purpose, when your mind is clear and your heart is open, your 6th sense becomes a powerful ally, guiding you through complex decisions and illuminating unforeseen opportunities. This intuitive guidance is not mystical or arbitrary. It is the culmination of all your accumulated knowledge, all your experiences, and the collective wisdom of the master mind operating at a subconscious level. It's the synthesis of vast amounts of information, processed and delivered in an instant, often appearing as a flash of genius or a sudden realization. The more you heed its subtle counsel, the stronger it becomes, becoming an increasingly reliable compass on your journey. Your true calling often reveals itself not through grand pronouncements, but through these subtle whispers of intuition, urging you forward, confirming your path, and revealing the next steps on your extraordinary journey. Trust this inner wisdom, for it is your direct connection to the universal intelligence, the blueprint for your greatest potential. The path to your true calling will not be a continuous ascent. It will be a journey punctuated by challenges, setbacks, and moments of profound doubt. These are not obstacles to be feared, but crucibles of transformation, opportunities for growth, and your greatest teachers. Think of Abraham Lincoln's numerous political defeats and personal tragedies before he ascended to the presidency. Each challenge refined his character, deepened his empathy, and strengthened his resolve. Without these trials, he would not have possessed the fortitude to lead a fractured nation through its darkest hour. Every challenge you face is a test of your commitment, a reaffirmation of your purpose, and a chance to deepen your understanding of yourself and the world. It's in these moments of adversity that you discover your true strength, your hidden resilience, and the unwavering power of your spirit. Do not curse the challenges. Embrace them. See them as opportunities to learn, to adapt, and to grow beyond your current limitations. The diamond is formed under immense pressure. Similarly, your finest qualities and greatest achievements are forged in the fires of adversity. This perspective shift is vital. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" Every problem contains within it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. Your ability to extract these lessons, to learn from your mistakes, and to transform setbacks into stepping stones is a hallmark of true mastery. These challenges are not meant to break you, but to make you. They are the universe's way of sculpting your character, sharpening your skills, and preparing you for the immense responsibilities that come with fulfilling your true calling. Welcome them, learn from them, and let them propel you even higher. As you integrate these principles into the very fabric of your being, as you forge your definite purpose, cultivate unwavering belief, clarify your vivid vision, define your profound purpose, embrace uncompromising discipline, take intelligent action, practice profound gratitude, embody dynamic adaptability, strengthen your indomitable resilience, commit to lifelong learning, harness the power of the master mind, leverage your creative imagination, execute organized planning, make swift decisions, cultivate unyielding persistence, program your subconscious mind, and listen to the whispers of your sixth sense. Something extraordinary begins to happen. You cease to merely pursue your true calling. You begin to become it. It transcends being an external goal and transforms into an internal state of being. Your life becomes an embodiment of your purpose, a living testament to the immense power that resides within you. This is not a destination to be reached and then retired from. It is a continuous unfolding, a dynamic dance with the universe, a perpetual state of growth and contribution. You are no longer merely seeking meaning. You are creating it with every breath, every action, every thought. The whisper that began this journey, the persistent question in your soul, finally resolves into a resounding declaration. You are here for a reason. Your talents are unique, your passions are profound, and your potential is limitless. Do not allow fear, doubt, or the opinions of others to dim your light. Unleash the magnificent power that is your birthright. The world hungers for your unique contribution, for the specific genius that only you can bring forth. Step into the arena of your own life with courage, with conviction, and with an unshakable faith in the path that is unfolding before you. This is your moment. This is your blueprint. Go forth, illuminate the world with your brilliance, and live the extraordinary life you were always meant to live. For your true calling is not just a dream. It is the very essence of who you are, waiting to be fully awakened and expressed. The journey has just begun, and the greatest chapters of your life are yet to be written. Now go write them.